Hey guys, welcome back to a new Battlefield 6 video. We got some more leaks over the Easter weekend or some more data mining. So I'm gonna go over a few points that we got and talk about it so you are kept in the loop. And first of all, there seems to be a new playtest, a new Battlefield Labs playtest on April 25th. At least this was posted on Reddit, but I'm not sure where this actually comes from because it doesn't give away any name or anything. So I'm not quite sure if we should take this with a pinch of salt or if this is actually true and if there's really a playtest happening. But it says playtest officially confirmed for April 25th, so that would be Friday this week, and the focus of the playtest is on combat pacing, time to kill and time to death. So it looks like there is a lot of balancing done around how the combat feels and how it works. But we didn't get any info on which map is being played or which mode, but what we got is a short overview, and this was data mined, of Abbasid and the available game modes, or the game modes where it will be available in the new Battlefield game. So Abbasid is the first map that we've seen from the gameplay leaks after the first playtest, and it's also the map that we've seen in the short teaser that we got alongside the Battlefield Labs announcement. And here it says that the modes that will be available are Breakthrough, so the one we already know for quite a few years already. Then Conquest should also be well known. Then Domination, which was also available in almost all former Battlefield games, so this kind of the smaller version of Conquest. Then Escalation, but I have no idea what kind of mode this could be. King of the Hill, so usually this is one flag and two teams are fighting for this one flag. In the version that we had in 2042, just lately in this event, the one objective was also moving, so it seems like they were already testing this mode for the new game in Battlefield 2042. Then there's a mode called Payload, and I believe we had such a mode also during an event already where you had to guide a payload along a way and had to defend it. Then there's the good old rush mode, should be very well known as well. Then Sabotage, but no idea what this could be. Maybe also something along those lines with rush, so you have to, I don't know, sabotage MCOMs or something, or an objective. Then we have Squad DM, so squad deathmatch, and then there is Strike Point, which is layout 1, 2 and 3, but also I have no idea what this could be. In 2042, quite a while ago, we had a mode called Strike Team, and this was kind of like the typical Counter-Strike attack and defend mode. So a team had to plant a bomb and the other ones had to avoid this or had to defend an objective. So it could be something similar, just with a different name, but again, probably hard to read something into this. Then we also got some information about DualSense, the DualSense controller. So there have been options data mined where you can set different controller vibration mixes. So if you want to include explosions, weapon fire, soldier movement, destruction, vehicle movement and incoming damage into your controller vibration or not. And you can also set a preset, so a custom, minimal, focused or immersive. But this is only about the vibration. There are no details yet, and there was no data mining or no leaks if the adaptive triggers and everything can be used in Battlefield 6 as well. So for now, this is only about the vibration. And then we also got a very nice comprehensive overview of the vehicles that we can expect in Battlefield 6, the ground and air vehicles, and their possible upgrades, so their weapons, their equipment and their abilities. And this was data mined by Venik again, just as usual, but Applebox over on Twitter did a few nice overviews of the vehicles, so we can go over everything and see what we will very likely get. And the first overview is for the IFVs, so the infantry fighting vehicles, which would be the Bradley and CV90. The picture on top right is just an example. This is not an actual picture of the game. And here we have the primary and secondary weapons and the driver equipment, but this is basically everything that we also have in 2042 or that we had in former Battlefield games, except for, I think, the advanced threat detection. This came into Battlefield with 2042. And then we we also have passive abilities for all of the vehicles. We have advanced systems, which reduces the cooldown of all vehicle equipment and increases the duration of secondary equipment. Then durability, which gives additional armor but reduces maximum speed and maneuverability. Then targeting and thermal protection, which provides resistance to lock-on and reduced spotting duration when not firing. And field maintenance, which improves the rate of passive health and ammo regeneration. And this can also be found on the main battle tanks, which are the Abrams and the Leopard, and there are again primary and secondary weapons and the driver and gunner equipment, so like the smoke launcher for example, or also the active protection system. And here we also have the passive abilities again, and I think you will maybe be able to pick one or two of those for your loadout, for your tank. And then we also have the Gepard or the Cheetah, so an anti-aircraft vehicle, and here of course primary and secondary weapons are anti-air, then smoke discharger as an equipment, and the passive abilities would be enhanced loading systems to increase rate of fire and improved heat management, advanced systems in general for passive improvements to active equipment, then targeting and thermal protection that we also had before, so lock-on resistance and anti-spotting, and improved handling, which improves turret turn rate and vehicle turn rate again. And lastly, we have the AH-64E Apache, so the attack helicopter that was leaked, also with its primary and secondary weapons for air-to-ground or air-to-air combat, and also with the piloting and the crew equipment, so flares for example, or ground target detection, which marks nearby enemies. And this also have for passive abilities, which is heavy weapons, which improves weapons but slows handling, then ground radar, which enables the ground radar of course, then improved armor, which improves resistance to soldier weapons, like probably an RPG or some kind of lock-on weapon, and then the anti-radar, which grants lock-on resistance while the helicopter is moving rapidly, so probably to get away from enemy lock-ons as fast as possible. And in addition to this, there was also another interesting vehicle leaked on the Dumbo map, so the down under the Manhattan Bridge map, the Brooklyn map. And I'm not sure if this is actually true or if this is Vanik making a joke or if it's maybe the developers making a joke. So they included this knowing that it will be data mined and they're just making fun at this point, because what Vanik supposedly data mined is a Hotdog card, and in the description it says that once a team captures the flag associated with the Hotdog card, an operator can make the card to replenish the health of teammates. Alternatively, it can be used on the offensive by positioning it into high traffic areas. And here you can see primary ammo is beef dog and vegan dog, and secondary is sourdough bun, and the passive slot for example is mustard and ketchup, and equipment slot is napkins and wet wipes. And I'm honestly not sure if this is something that is true or not, or if someone's just making a joke here, but after the golf carts that we had in Bad Company, I think this would be really cool to have a Hotdog cart as an option. You could just drive around and maybe you can actually throw hot dogs at your teammates to heal them. It would be just a nice little gimmick. I know it breaks the immersion for the ones that are really up to more realistic experience in Battlefield, but I think this would be something extremely funny and hilarious, and I would love to see this being in the game. And if it's just for an Easter egg or maybe some kind of special April Fool's event or something. And that was it for today. I hope this video keeps you up to date and I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. I'm the Catwoman and you are awesome.